Hey.
Happy anniversary, Joe and Ellen. We're happy to be a part of your special day.
Joe, and on 50 years. You know why I'm here. No. I get fined if I'm not talking. So you know why I'm here.
Okay.
Joe and Ellen, I want to wish you a terrific 50 years. You caught up with us finally. And have another great 50.
Okay.
Congratulations, Joe and Ellen. Hope you have many, many more, and we're going to catch up with you in a couple of years.
All right.
Some people are piano players and some people are pianists. Joe is a pianist of the highest order.
Happy anniversary, Joe and Ellen, and many, 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 many more.
Okay. You want to say a few words?
No, you don't know what to say.
You might say happy anniversary.
Oh yeah, happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
A very happy anniversary.
I'll double that, triple it. Happy anniversary and many, many more, and to my good neighbors and good friends.
Okay, now we're ready.
Happy anniversary, Joe and Ellen.
How about Jeffrey?
Hey, Joe and Ellen, wishing you the best. We're just so thrilled that you're having your 50th wedding anniversary, and we're looking forward to the next 50.
Okay.
Happy anniversary, Joe and Ellen. I'm so pleased and proud that I'm your neighbor and that I've gotten to know you the last few years, and all the best in your future. Love you.
Okay.
Well, congratulations, Ellen and Joe. It's such a pleasure to be here for your 50th wedding anniversary. What a great couple. Thanks a lot for having us here. Ditto.
Thank you.
Holy Maluna.
Well, this is a really wonderful event to be a part of. I've known Joe and Ellen for about 45 years. So, not quite 50 years, but they've always been just this lovely couple, and they've been good friends for all through the years, and they're so kind and generous in hospitality, and I'm very, very grateful, and I'm very thrilled for them for this event. Congratulations.
50th wedding anniversary, and on the way home, she notices a tear in his eye and asks if he's getting sentimental because they're celebrating 50 wonderful years together. No, I was thinking about the time before we got married. Your father threatened me with a shotgun and said he'd throw me in jail for 50 years if I didn't marry you. And tomorrow, I would have been a free man. Of course, it's a different story with Joe and Ellen. They have been in love for 50 plus years. They are such a lovely couple, lovely friends, lovely parents, grandparents, and we lift our glasses in honor to them this evening.
It was a story, all right.
So now you'll go ahead and start getting the food and start.
Not yet, not yet. We have to go get a couple
We need 5 to 10 minutes.
Oh, 5 to 10 minutes, okay.
Don't ever go away.
We go to the I play pool with Joe.
Oh, darling, it's my key.
I can.
Speak up.
This is the story of our 50-plus years together.
Your portion is over.
Ellen and I met in a student group at the University of Wisconsin in Madison when we were both freshmen in 1960.
I was studying dietetics.
And I majored in German and minored in French. Soon Ellen had her eye on me.
I told my parents that's the one I'm going to marry.
I, of course, was totally unaware.
He was so cute in his red Wisconsin Band's jacket, green corduroy pants, and his green corduroy shoes.
Wow. Green corduroy. How green?
A driving trip with 2 other students to Colorado in the summer after our freshman year gave time for the relationship to bud and bloom. We attended a camp at Bear Trap Ranch in the mountains above Colorado Springs, and it was here that we shared our very first kiss on a footbridge in the moonlight. With this memorable kiss, our fate was sealed.
It was very romantic. We were in love.
We dated all through college years.
One summer, I decided those red corduroy pants had to go. So I bought some green dye and boiled them, and voila, those pants turned black.
However, I did my own laundry during college and threw all my clothes in the washer together. So forever after, my white t-shirts, which I had washed with my black pants, all turned a dull, dirty green color.
In 1965, while I was doing my one-year internship as a dietitian in Milwaukee, Wisconsin,
I was student teaching in German at a high school nearby. So we decided to get married on February 6th, 1965, at the age of 22. We were too busy for a honeymoon, so we said we'd take one later. Our first home was an efficiency apartment in Wauwatosa, Wisconsin, near both my school and Ellen's hospital. It was a tiny place, just a living room, tiny kitchen, and tiny bathroom, no bedroom.
and 14 beautiful potted large-leaved begonia plants.
One enduring memory was when I was carrying 2 full large paper bags of groceries up the flights of stairs to our apartment, gripping them just by one side of the top, just the top, when one bag tore and all the groceries spilled down the stairs.
On the next trip up, he carried them the same way. The next bags, I said he shouldn't do that, but he said, oh, it'll be okay. But of course, one of them ripped again, and we picked up all the groceries.
But she never said a word, just smiled. That's why we're still together. She really is. Then one Sunday noon, we came home from church to find Ellen's burned roast in its roasting pan on the front lawn, still smoldering.
And our minister was invited for dinner. I had put the roast in the oven and either turned it too high or the oven malfunctioned. I don't know, but while we were at church, the black smoke started billowing from under our door, and the apartment manager called the fire department, who came out and bashed down our door to find my poor roast in the oven burned to a cinder. They took it out and put it on the front lawn and left.
So, in a panic, we drove to the grocery store and served our guests steak that noon. We lived in that tiny apartment for 2.5 years. After our internships were finished, Ellen worked as a dietitian for the Milwaukee County institutions for 2 years, and I taught high school French for 2 years. I majored in German, but I minored in French. So I taught high school French for 2 years. Then our daughter, Kira Joy, was born in 1967. When Kira was 3 months old, we moved to Lydia Children's Home in northern Chicago, where we worked as house parents for 10 teenage boys, while I attended Trinity Evangelical Divinity School in Deerfield, Illinois.
Being substitute parents for 10 teenage boys was indeed hectic, since we were only 25 years old and had a baby of our own. It was a baptism of fire into parenthood.
But after 2 years, I left divinity school because we both realized this was not the life we were going to live. We moved to an apartment in Mount Prospect, Illinois, and I went to work in IT for Allstate Insurance,
where I gladly settled into being the housemaker.
At Allstate, I learned computer programming because there was no university IT training at that time, so I had to learn it on the job. After 2 years of living in Mount Prospect, where our son Gregory Joseph was born in 1970, he was here this summer, we purchased our first home in Lake Zurich, Illinois, and our son Kevin was born in 1978. Life was busy. I had worked for Allstate for 10 years when in 1979 I had a dream. I dreamed we lived in Seattle, and I was so happy. When I told Ellen about the dream,
I replied, "Go west, young man, go west."
So I applied to Boeing and accepted a job in IT at Boeing in Seattle. Sounds easy, doesn't it? In the fall of 1979, we moved with our 3 children, ages 12, 9, and 2, from Lake Zurich, Illinois, to a rental house in Puyallup, Washington, where we lived for 2 years, then moved to our own home in Bellevue, just across the lake from Seattle. I worked for Boeing for 30 years and also taught continuing education, IT, at Bellevue Community College and the University of Washington. In 1989, our daughter Kira, who was 22 years old, committed suicide. I know every family experiences very hard times. No one escapes. In 1994, our son Greg married Diane, and they have given us 4 grandchildren. In 1995, our son Kevin married Erica, and they have given us 3 grandchildren. Our lives have been blessed in so many ways. They all live in the Seattle area. We took our long-delayed honeymoon while living in Bellevue. With my mother in tow, thank you, dear, we came to Oahu for a week. This was our first of many trips to the islands as we began to experience the pull of Hawaii. After I retired from Boeing in 2010, we moved to Kauai, where we plan to spend the rest of our days.
We go back to Seattle twice a year to see our family and our 7 grandchildren. And we go back to Wisconsin to visit our relatives there. But Kauai is our home.
Every day is a delight in so many ways, and we count ourselves lucky to have you as friends. Thank you all so much for coming to our 50th anniversary party. As Ellen and I look back on the past 50 years, all we can say is we're so glad we have traveled it together as best friends and still as lovers.
We have a special surprise for Joe. We all would like to sing happy birthday to Joe. He turned 72 in just, what, a couple days, right?
On Tuesday, I turned 72.
On Tuesday. All right. So why don't we sing happy birthday to Joe?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Joe. Happy birthday to you.